log on. Who will be first today to log in? Let's see. I'm going to move this over so I could read the comments. All right. Swipe. Swipe to the left. All right, let's give it a few moments to everyone get their notification and come on in. Hello, hello, hello. When you're coming in, be sure to say hello so that we know that you are here and that we can say hello to you. So come on in, everybody, and lots of information to share. Hi, Maureen, welcome. I think you are the first. How about that? I need to get a pen or something. Hello, hello, hello. Let me just get a pen. I think my little glue bottle is clogged up. I hate when that happens. Let me get a pen. Hello, Carol. Welcome, welcome. Let me stick that in there. Put that one off to the side. Having a little bit of blockage here. Yay! So happy Thursday, everybody! Happy, happy, happy! I need to get a band or something for that. That is driving me nuts. I think I have some. Not that I need them, but I have some hair ties somewhere. There we go. Salon quality. I don't need these, but. Hi, Fran. Hello. These come in handy for a lot of things. Those of you that sew, do embroidery or sew, I wrap these around my spool threads so that the thread doesn't, you know, keep turning around. Let me just double do this. Double do it, because that thing, there we go. Now we're cooking. That thing is annoying. But I don't want to cut it off. All right, so say hello when you're coming in. Let's all see who is here. Who did I miss? So Maureen gets the prize. She was the first one here. Woohoo! She gets the I was on time prize. So we'll start doing now. Start making announcements every week to see who is the first one here. And we have Carol, hello, and Betty, hello, 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 Fran. Kathy's coming in. She's watching. So Kathy was not the first one this week. Let me see if this is going to come out now. She was not the first one. Hello, Kathy. There we go. Now we're flowing. So if you ever have that happen, this is like one of those packages of glue bottles I got off Amazon. And I am just going to stick that in there for now. It got clogged, but you just stick a pin in there and it'll come out. And these are fun pins. Aren't they cute? Tulip pink pins. So anyhow, everybody, come on in. Come on. It's going to be lots of fun tonight. We have some stamping. We have some combination of products. And I just want to tell you that it was just not on my side this week for creating. I must have spent about 3 days trying to put these little projects together. Oh, hello, Sherry. Welcome. So we're going to go ahead and get started. So everyone, welcome, welcome. I'm so happy that you're all here. My name is Susan Timchak. I am an independent demonstrator with Stampin' Up. And this is my weekly Facebook Live. We come live here on Thursdays, except for the first Thursday of the month. We are live on Zoom where you can share your projects. So we're here at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, and I offer you a free stamping event each and every week, even on Zoom, with fun projects. And it's kind of a room that everybody kind of gets together. And a lot of you have made friends, even though you haven't met, but you're virtual friends. Maybe someday we will all be able to be together. But I have a lot to share with you tonight. Lots of. So how many of you got Paper Pumpkin? I know, little crushed, little crushed. So if you are new here and if you're watching the replay, then be sure to type in hashtag replay. And if you're live, be sure to communicate back and forth with each other, because sometimes I don't see all the comments, but I go back after the live and I go through each and every one. And sometimes I don't know what the answers were, what the questions were to the answers, but I try to put it all together. So Paper Pumpkin came. Weird thing. I had the Paper Pumpkin, one of the boxes came 2 days ago, and then the other boxes came today. So how does that go? And I don't know. I seem to have had an extra box somewhere. I don't know. But this is a super, super fun. You got yours today? Hello, Kay. Did Kay sneak in here? Where is Kay? Where is Kay? I see Fran got hers. Okay, great, Kay. Carol, mine is in PA, but you're in Delaware. Oh, bummer. Come back home and get it. So, do y'all want to have? Did you have a sneak peek of the video that I posted? I posted a video of the projects. Can I just say, Stampin' Up gets like 2 thumbs up for this box. If anybody needs a box, let me know. But I will tell you on how you may be able to win one for free. So this is a little crushed, but this is the August 2022 Sweet Sunflowers Paper Pumpkin box. So everybody and their brother has a subscription box, right? Well, we do too. And I did open this up to get a peek. And you think I have a piece of white cardstock handy, right? How about the back of my Stampin' Dimensional? So it is sunflowers. So we have the outside, the inside, we have a bee, we have a thank you, we have another bee, we have a hello for a one-of-a-kind friend. And this one says, is this one upside down? Wishing you so much happiness. There's a leaf, there's a little sprig. And did I get them all? I think I did. Super fun. The other great thing about this month's Paper Pumpkin is we got 2 Stampin' pads, 2 Stampin' spots. They're called Stampin' spots. They're miniature versions of our actual ink pads. And we got crushed curry and soft suede. Perfect. Crushed curry's perfect for all your sunflower stamping. Plus, we also got a free gift. Let me find, where's my free gift? We got a free gift this month. So the Stampin' Up sent us these, I guess they're like a honeycomb kind of thingies. And they're super fun. So that was a free gift. So if you have not yet subscribed to Paper Pumpkin, you missed out on a good one. This is a lot of fun. So this is considered a craft kit in the box. Let me just show you. We have glue dots, and this time they're big glue dots. Some little mini dimensionals. Let me show you the contents. Can you see this already? Can you just say, like, can you see that? Yeah, I have my box open. I can't see my screen. So look at this. Like, this you can put in a frame. These are absolutely stunning. Here's some of the card bases. But look at it. If you open it up, this is the back. So already my thought was, you know what I'm going to do with that? I don't want to waste it. Look at this one. Look at when you open that up. Can you just like not frame that? Put a little something there and zhoosh it up. And then we have one that is just a green background, but it's front and back. The inside are white. And we have some cutouts, sunflowers. We have some little floral cutouts. We have these little beehive-y kind of things. All these tags, which I haven't punched out yet. So those cards, here's what I like to do with mine, because I like to get the most as I can. I cut the card in half. So here's a card front, here's a card front. So out of one card you get 2, because we all have other supplies to put cards together. Here's that other one that went like this. I cut it apart. So here's a card front, here's a card front. Or you can do it this way, you know, however you want it to go. Or you can do it this way, or you can do it this way. Totally up to you. And this was it. Well, let me show you the envelope. I already cut that one to show you. This is the envelope. This is your envelope. Can you believe this? So you're going to want to like write, you know, your address right in there or put a label over the top. But if you cut open your envelope, you have a whole big sheet of designer series paper. So I'm so excited about the kit. Now the kit makes 9 cards. Everything you need is included. They give you samples on the front, inside, step-by-step photos on how to put it together. So if you've never even stamped a day in your life, this is for you. All the contents of the kit, some alternative ideas, and of course Stampin' Up! Has paperpumpkinhowto.com and a Facebook group, Paper Pumpkin. It's just amazing. I am like totally blown away. And I think my mail person thought, what in the heck are all these boxes? He was like juggling them coming up the steps because I saw him, though of course, you know, the dog saw him. So that is this month's Paper Pumpkin. The only way you could get it is by being a subscriber. If you subscribe, you can go back, and if they have any kits available, once the second process of shipping goes out, you may be able to grab one. If not, they're gone forever. You will not be able to get that stamp set anywhere else and supplies but Paper Pumpkin. So it's very, very exciting. I'm going to toss that on the floor. So I thought I'd celebrate by bringing out my Paper Pumpkin placemat. So if you want to have an indication, so this was the little advertisement that they did. Make the most of your free gift. Show you different ways you can use the free gifts that they gave you in your kit. And how about a sneak peek for upcoming kits? Look at these. Holiday Crafting is coming to town. So this is the current one that you can sign up for, and these are going to be little treat boxes. But of course, don't think, I don't need any of those, I don't want that. Because people come up, demonstrators, customers come up with alternative ideas with the kit. So don't, you know, look at it and say, I don't want that one, because if you don't get this one, because it's on a subscription base, so it's every month. Or during celebration, now is the time to sign up for multiple kits. So you pay for it now, and then you're done. 3, 6, 12-month subscriptions, totally up to you. Or you could just go month by month. If you don't want a month, just sign in by the 10th and say you don't want that month, and you won't get that, and it'll just roll over to the next month. But this is the one right now that will be released for September. And then it looks like we have October and November. And I don't know about you guys, but holiday projects are coming to town. So I'm excited about that. And here's another peek at it. All-inclusive crafting for the special time of the year. There is a code that you can scan, but it looks like it's going to be fun. So if you're wondering, I wonder how do I subscribe to that? Just go to my online store, stampinsuecreates.stampinup.net, click on the Paper Pumpkin link, and you can subscribe. There is a special link that will take you, so if you just click on Paper Pumpkin, it will take you to my personal Paper Pumpkin link, which you can then subscribe, and you'll be on your way to some really fun crafting. So, next Friday, I know I'm already like, is she going to go on with this? Well, you know, I have to get all of this out of the way, because if I don't, I'll forget. Next Friday is our Stampin' Up! Workshop together. So, on, what date is that? That's going to be August 26th already. That's going to be our last Thursday of the month. And if you've been around, the last Thursday of the month, we do a project together. We're going to be focusing on, if you're lucky enough to have this suite, Lights Aglow, we're going to be making some fun projects with that. Now, last week I shared with you some of the fun projects. So this whole suite is actually 2 stamp sets and 2 dies. And all of these other fun embellishments. Glimmer paper, designer series paper, specialty paper. We have some gems, beautiful ribbon, the dies, the stamp set. I shared with you last week some of the projects that were created. These are those cute little, they're heavy like a box, but they're a bag. And you will be seeing some of these. We will be making them together. I will be posting what you need to bring, what you need to have pre-cut. If you don't have this bundle, don't worry. You can bring something, you know, and stamp along with what you have. Or you can just watch and go back and create later. Here's another fun card. So this whole suite is called Lights Aglow. And what that all means is in these little peekaboo areas, can you see how that just sparkles from the glitter? So that's where they came up with the glow part, because it looks like it's glowing, you know, from lights. And I will be sharing with you, like I said, what you need to bring along if you want to stamp. So just go through these quickly because some of you were here last week and you already saw these. And this one is a definite. We will definitely be making this one. And this is a real fun fold. Can you see how that one is? It may look difficult, but it really is not. And it has that little ribbon for a belly band. And another fun fold here, kind of like a matchbook, but closes like that. And there was one more, this one here. So we won't be making all of these, but we will definitely be making this fun folded one here. So keep watching for my post with the supplies that you will need to create. So if you're wondering, it's on pages 31, pages 32, and when you flip over, pages 30, 31, 32, and 33. Gosh, I can't count. I'm too excited. All right, now we are also going to be having a bingo here next Friday. So we're celebrating, it's the end of celebration. Why not end it with a bang and have bingo? So there will be 3 games of bingo. And I will post, you have to post your numbers. I will put a posting up, and under that post here on Facebook, you just want to pick your numbers for bingo. So B-I-N-G-O. So you're going to be picking 5 numbers, and those will be your numbers that you will play during the bingo. And I'll explain it all if you're confused on how that's going to work. Next Thursday, I'll explain it all prior to starting. So I thought, what would be a great way to give, you know, a gift away? Okay, so if you saw that first paper pumpkin that I showed you and you would like to win one of those, that can be your prize. Okay, so there would be 2 giveaways of either that, or if you already are a paper pumpkin subscriber, I will send this to you with a special code that you can add to get 1 free month of paper pumpkin. If you're brand new, this is a way to get started and test the waters, so to speak. So there will be 2 of them. Unless you want the sunflower one, then I can send you that. So depending on if you win, you get your choice. Either one of the sunflower kits or the certificate to add on. Maybe you already have that, or maybe you don't want that one and you want to add on. You just will have a special code. And then the final gift will be this perfect pomegranate stamp set. And the only way that you can get this is if you had a workshop or a party or a class that was $300 or more during celebration. But I earned this for free because of all of you guys. It is a photopolymer stamp set, really big, really nice. And this will be the 3rd prize that's given away, okay? But you have to be present in order to win. And if you have any questions on that, you know, I hope to answer them all next week. And if you have any questions here, be sure to post them. And whenever I have my book up, I can't see on the left-hand side the messages because the book is background white and it whites everything out. Okay, so I will close this and move this over and I'll be able to see your comments. All right, so what are we working with tonight? So I thought, okay, what can I do for my friends that can combine maybe what they already have, or maybe you don't have, and bring some kits or some stamps and some bundles together. So I am not a big Halloween person, okay? But I saw this idea, no, not my idea. I think her name is Diana, or D, Stampin' with D. Anyhow, when I saw this idea, I'm like, that's what I'm going to be sharing. But I want to put my own little twist on it. So I thought, you know, I'm not Halloween. But this little bundle here, and it's a bundle, so if you purchase them together, you save 10%. And it's a punch. So it's a stamp set and a punch. And it's called the Bewitching Bundle. So it's kind of Halloweenish, but not like boo and monsters and all that kind of stuff. It's like witchy, you know, it's witchy. That's, what else can I say? So it is on page 57. So this was one of the things that Dee did, or Di, Stampin' with Di, I think her name is. I don't know. I apologize if she's watching, but I doubt very much because, you know, what she'd be watching me for when she's like a fabulous demo. So I thought this is where I was starting with, and when I saw her idea, I hope you guys are going to love it. So I'm going to put this aside, and what am I going to be working with? All right. So let me share with you kind of like what I came up with. Now, this is free Celebration paper. Celebration, we have 2 weeks left, folks. Less than 2 weeks. We have a week and a half. So if you haven't gotten your items for free with your $50 purchase, you have a limited amount of time. I have a host code posted on here on the website, on the Facebook page. Should be right at the top of the page. I have it pinned to the top, so no matter what is posted, that will stay on the top. If you place an order, use your host code. The order is $50 or more. Not only will you get Celebration, you'll get a special gift from me as well in the mail. But you must use the host code in order to qualify, because that's how I get the free things, okay, to give away to you guys. So this is a silver and gold specialty paper. I'm going to be working with this tonight. And how about this? Have you seen these charming landscape embossing folders? Well, you know, they're kind of Christmas, but when I looked at them, this one right here, I thought haunted house. And who cares if there's candy canes and snowflakes and whatnot? When you see what I do, you won't even notice that. And this little landscape right here with the mountains, I'm like, yeah, we could do that. You go trick-or-treating, you're outside, right? So hippest hippos, I'm going to include hippest hippos. I'm going to include the kindest gnomes, and I'm going to be doing the dies that go along with it. So this is a Celebration, and the dies as well are a Celebration, so 50 for each. Look at this cute little guy. You can stamp your hippo and punch him out too. Isn't he cute? So he's just hanging out in there. So these will only be available for a short amount of time. Now the kindest gnomes, this is part of the Storybook Gnomes, and it is a whole suite of products. It's, if you love gnomes, you're going to need this. And it's not saying Christmas at all, okay? It's just gnomes. And they have some really pretty embellishments that go along with it, along with some dies as well. So we're going to be using those. And then, of course, the Witch Hat Builder Punch and the Bewitching stamp set. So isn't that a fun combination of things? I seem to think so. So now, because of the fact that I am not a big Halloween person, I don't have any Halloween stamps. I didn't buy any Halloween stamps because it kind of comes and goes. I'm going to fold this so I can see black on the left-hand side and read your comments. So my thought was, where am I going to come up with sayings for Halloween? So here we go. Paper Pumpkin to the rescue. This was a previous Paper Pumpkin kit, and I'm not sure if you could see it, but it does have a witch hat, has a pumpkin face, a little pumpkin, some other little doodads here as part of the eyeglasses, and some sayings for Halloween and fall and all that. So this you can't get because this was a previous Paper Pumpkin kit. So I'm going to keep that there. And then the other thing is, well, hello, I just got this alphabet set and the Best Label Punch, which get them together and they'll save you 10%. If I have an alphabet, you have an alphabet, your neighbor and everyone else has an alphabet. You don't need any words. You can spell out whatever you want to with your alphabet. And you can use this little label punch to punch them out if you want. So these down here remind me of nail covers, those nail things that people put on. And I know I joked about that last week and said maybe I'll have one stuck on my nail. Well, I didn't do that, but it's a possibility. So, all right, let me get a drink. Does anybody have any questions thus far? Let me know. And I know there's a delay. So while I'm having my little spot of tea, I'm having a spot of tea tonight. Probably had too much tea. I love that set. Which one? I got the alphabet bundle too. I love it. Ooh, yay. Yay, yay, yay. There's my girl. All right. So if you have a question, leave it down below. I hope to see it. If not, we got plenty of people in this group here that will be able to help you. All right. So now when you get a brand new stamp set, let me get my witchy poo here. What happens is from the process of Stampin' Up! Making them, sometimes the rubber needs to kind of get used a little bit. There could be a little bit of a coating of something on it. So be sure to stamp it multiple times, a couple times, before you go to your final project. The other best way to stamp and not have to have 5,000 blocks is, of course, our Stamparatus, which is our little machine here, which I guess you can call it a machine, and it has a pad in there to help you with stamping. I put a little piece of paper to protect. It comes with 2 magnets. I know I've told you in the past, my one magnet is, I don't know where, probably somewhere stuck to my desk, but 2 magnets. Keep them far apart, wrap them with washi tape, because if they smash together, they literally will smash apart. But you can get replacements on Amazon. So, and I believe Stampin' Up! If not, you can get them on Amazon, but she didn't hear that from me. So the best way to get a good image is using a Stamparatus. So you'll notice these 2 stamps have a lot of background to them. So if I stamp one time, to realign it, it's not photopolymer, you can't see through it. You need to have something to help you stamp multiple times to get good coverage. So that's where the Stamparatus comes in. It does have 2 plates. I only need 1. The plates come out. You can move them down. You can move them up here. You all know about that. And if you don't, then let me know and I can fill you in. So I want to stamp a hat and I want to stamp my legs. So I'm putting the red rubber down onto, this is a basic white cardstock. I'm putting them down just like so. I'm going to close this, and I have my little magnet here that's holding my paper. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to bring in my ink. So I'm using Memento Tuxedo Black ink, and I'm going to close up my stamp set because there's a little bit of a gap under here. So just put your stamp set there. Let's turn it around. Oh, did I show you the stamp set? There are 3 hats. There are witch legs, which can be other kinds of legs. There's some stars, and look at that cute little spider. Not a fan of spiders, but he's awfully, well, he's kind of scary too, but he's cute. He can hang from your witch hat, right? So put that under there. Get your ink pad and take your ink pad to your stamps. Now, of course, I've stamped quite a lot of things, but you see how that didn't really cover? So go back over that, give it a little twist, and then I'm going to go ahead and I am going to close this, and let me grab my Chucky tool, which is just basically something to rub over the top. Thank you, Fran. Fran made this for me. She used a Yankee Candle top and filled it with my favorite color sprinkles, and put a bottom on it and just something to go over the top to give you nice firm pressure. So let's lift this up. Ooh, see? Now if I didn't use the Stamparatus, it's kind of like splotchy. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to ink it up, and you can ink this up as many times as you want to get good coverage. And you don't have to have 5,000 blocks, because you can put a whole bunch of stamps on here, ink them all up and stamp them once. All right, so let's try this again. Just going to go over the top with my Chucky tool. And let's see how we did. Ah, look at that. Look at the difference. Now, I do notice I have some sort of little thing there. Let me get, you know, I've been seeing that. I don't know if it's a defect in my stamp. I'm thinking it is. I may have to call Stampin' Up! About that, because it's kind of like a scratch in my stamp. But I'm going to go one more time because I can. So you want to get a good image in your stamping. You don't think you stamp too well, the Stamparatus will save you. So let's see how that looks. Now that looks better. That looks really good. Okay, so now I want to clean my stamp. I'm going to use my chamois, which, okay, I threw them in the washing machine when I did my laundry last night, and you can, just don't throw them in the dryer. And it's just a little, it's a chamois. It looks kind of ugly, but you just rinse it under water, and when you're done and you think you have like a lot of ink on it, just rinse it under water, squeeze it out, and I use an old stamp case to keep it in. Make sure you don't close up your stamp case like all the way sealed, because you know it's going to get like moldy and yucky. You know, just kind of close it, let the air get to it. If you go to stamp tomorrow and you find that it's kind of drying up, just run it under water again. It'll be good as new. I noticed down here in the crack of the the crack of the boot, I didn't get too well, so there I did, and put that to the side. So there, that is how I like to stamp. When you have stamps that, now just like this image here, you know, you're going to want to use your Stamparatus with that too. All right, so I'm going to put them back on kind of like a little puzzle piece, and it protects them and keeps them on there. So this is when you put your labels on, you know, don't throw that piece of paper away. Just put your little stamps on there and they stay real nice. All right, so there they are. All right, let me make myself some room. Let me put my magnet back on, because the legs of this desk here are metal, and I have to believe that somewhere, one of these, I have two of these desks, one for the embroidery machine and one for stamping. I tend to believe that one of those magnets is stuck to the leg. All right, so here we are. Make sure your ink is well dried, well, you know, dried, whatever the verbiage is for that. You know me, I can't remember anything anymore. And I'm going to come in with some of my Stampin' blends. So I'm going to use Dark Parakeet Party, and I want to use Dark Orchid Oasis. And let's go ahead in and bring in some Dark Pumpkin Pie. So those are good Halloween colors, right? I think so. All right, so I'm going to use on all of them, I'm going to use this nubby tip. I'm not going to use the brush tip, but I want the nubby one because these are small areas. So I'm just going to kind of color in some of these. Now, the stockings, I need your help with that. Put down in the comments what color the stockings I should make them. What color should I make the stockings? Now, you see that little area right there with that line, which when I'm done here, I'm going to give SU a call and tell them that my stamp has a line in it. I'm going to get my black marker. Is this the black or the brown? The brown is awfully dark. That's black. Okay. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to touch that up. But I do believe it is a thing on the stamp itself, because I was noticing that. I'm just going to fill that in like that. And see, it's gone. Okay, what do we got? Purple, parakeet, purple, orange. We got two for purple. Did I miss anybody? Elf legs. Yes, elf legs. You got it. See? So we got purple, parakeet, purple, orange. So two purples, you win. All right, so they will be purple. So I will bring little polka dots. Those are kind of hard to see, but we all know they're there. They're easier to see in person. And let's make the center purple. And we'll go over to our little legs and we will make them purple. Little stripes. La ta ta. But I don't want to sing because I heard another demo say that she was doing some kind of humming of some song and Facebook came and put her in jail. So I don't want to do any singing. But I'll just go da ta ta. That's not really singing, is it? Not really. And then give some polka dots to the hat because I think it's so fun. And I think I'm going to do another orange. Do an orange brim. I'm not doing any kind of shading on this. You see, I'm just, you know, I'm just doing. And then around the buckle. Now there's a little area of white that I don't like in between the buckle and the boot. So I'm going to bring in, this is just our regular Stampin' Right marker. Just going to bring that in and kind of fill in that little white spot. Okay? A little white spot or something there. All right, there we go. Okay, so easy peasy. Let's take a look at the punch. If I flip it over, you're going to go nuts. There's the hat, there's the brim, and there's some stars. So it's a witch hat builder punch. So you can actually build the hat with the brim and some stars all at once. And I didn't plan this properly, so I have to cut this to be able to punch it. And let's see, I think I still have to trim. Yeah, I do, in this corner. So plan yours a little better than I did. I get too excited to show you all this stuff. And so use your punches upside down so you can see exactly where you're going to punch, and take your time. I mean, I know it's a little fussy, and if it's not perfect, that's okay. So we're going to punch that out. Okay, we got some stars here. Put them aside. So there's our little hat. Perfect. Now, the legs. There is no punch for the legs. But we do have the most fabulous scissors in the whole country, in the world. So what you can do now, you see these legs, they end there. If you want to have long legs, you want your legs to be longer, don't we all? All you have to do, well, you know, let me cut them out first. I'm going to fussy cut them, but I'm going to leave a whole bunch at the top. So first off, I'm just going to go around like so, get rid of all that big paper. The hardest part of these is in that little circle. So let's get rid of that first. So we're just going to cut around, use your scissors to stand still. And let me get in here and turn your paper. That's most important. Paper cutting 101. And don't cut your finger. Although I do have band-aids right here at my desk in the event that that would happen. And if it's not perfect, don't worry about it, because I'm going to show you how to fix it. So how many of you are out there going, paper trimming, fussy cutting, I hate it? No. If you don't hate it, if you're nice to your scissors, they'll be nice to you. Now there we go. I'm going to leave my legs real long. And yeah, this is elf feet. Oh my gosh, Kathy, you are the bomb. I did not think of elf shoes, but I am now. So that is going to make them go so much further. Okay. So then we're going to cut up to here and around. And I know this is boring, but I want you to know how to do it. This is how, no, I can't sing. Okay. Not going to sing it. This is how we do it. Okay, without singing. All right. I'm just going to trim around. And I know it's nerve-wracking. Look at that. I made a little crotch. Can you say that on Facebook? I'll probably get like banned. We won't be able to do our bingo next week. They'll be putting me in jail. Sometimes I have a good idea. Oh, no. Not sometimes. Always. Always. And if you don't know, Kathy is a member of You Got Mine today. Got your what? Are you a little behind in the comments there, Sherry? Maybe she's having a little bit of a lag. All right, so let's... Actually, these could really be really nice elf pants. Although there's a little bit of a heel, but hey, who says elves don't have heels, right? Okay, so I'm going to go in a little bit better here. What was I going to say? Oh, Kathy is a member of the Sweepy Stampers team, and I want to welcome Lisa, who is my newest member. She took advantage of signing on to be a member of the Sweet Bee Stampers team. She put her order in for her kit, and she will also be getting that huge bundle of planner things, and all of the oh, I don't want to throw my hat away. The kit contents. She will also be getting a free paper pumpkin in there, free shipping, and she's really excited. Now, Lisa's been a demo before, but see, they come back. So I'm very happy to have her. And if you want to be a part of the Sweet Bee Stampers team, contact me. Let me know. We'll talk about it. I'll tell you all about it, answer any questions you have. Okay, so let me continue my legs. So all we're going to do is we're just going to go like this and like this. And I guess you can go across if you want. You can make your legs as tall, well, your stockings, I guess, as you want. I don't think I'm going to need any more than that, but if I did, I could keep going. And then I'm just going to color in there with black, and I know I'm doing a horrible job. But I take more time when I'm here stamping alone. Okay, there we go. There we go. Da, da, da. Da, da, da. So, I mean, you can continue to keep going up. Now, you see the black, how you can see the white. Take your marker. I'm going to put it down on the paper. I'm going to put it down on the red part so I can see. I'm just going to use my marker and go along that white edge wherever, you know, I wasn't so good in fussy cutting. And I'm just going to color that in. And what happens here stays here, and nobody will know the difference. We don't tell. Right, girls? Guys? All of you? This is just like going to Vegas. Except it's a little cooler. And you don't have to worry about somebody in the same room snoring. Alright, let's see how I did. Ah, pretty good. You can hold it up in the air if you want, but I'm not so good with that. So there we are. There. Ta-da! Boots fixed. Alright. Let me put these back where they belong. Because my analness, I have to do that. Can I say that on Facebook Live? Analness? I'm gonna. Alright, so here we go. So now if you wanted to do something fun and fantastic, you can make a card, you know, just like that. Now I'm going to show you some samples too of things I made. So let's make our first card. I'm going to put this aside. Let's make our first card. Now that I got all that underway, I'll make our first card. Okay, so I have a little contraband. I know, again, our blending brushes. I do. Let me show you the first card because I want to show you. So here's where I did the legs and the hat. And I used some of that free designer series paper. Okay, a little trick or treat, spooky and sweet. That came from my paper pumpkin set. Now the inside, fancy it up, girls, guys. Go ahead and use that DSP on the inside and stamp on it. Here's that little pumpkin, again, from the paper pumpkin kit. Okay, super cute. So let me show you how we did it. All right, so this one I'm going to make pumpkin pie. And where's my bone folder? Y'all need a bone folder if you don't have one. Adorable card. Thank you. Super simple. Okay, so I already did the inside. I stamped with Memento, put the little pumpkin. That's going to be my inside. So let me go ahead. I tried to do some things ahead of time because I know your time is valuable. And I know you'd love to be here with me 24/7, but I'm sure you have other things you want to do. You know, it's Thursday night. It's like the pre-weekend, right? So I had a wonderful time with Travis and Preston last weekend. I'll just say that. And if you've been wondering where are my videos for embroidery, well, I've been busy. Been busy with them. So I have a small piece of designer series paper, the one from the freebie, and I have that cut at 3 by 4 1/4. And I'm going to take my Gorgeous Grape, because I absolutely love Gorgeous Grape, and pretend this is a Stampin' Up! Blending brush. I'm going to go right into my ink pad. I'm going to kind of go off a little bit, and I'm going to add some color to this. Okay, don't go right on it, because see, you're going to get that. Go off of your page and go onto your page. Unless you want that effect. I don't know. You could want that. And I'm just going to kind of go around. Now the center part, I want that to be a little bit darker. So you just add a little bit more. And kind of blend it out. So now I have another piece, 4 by 5 1/4. This is a striped one. The back is white. And I don't want that to be stark white. I'm just going to go with a little bit of color on there, whatever's left on my brush. Mostly around the outside, because the center you're not really going to see. Just a little bit of light. And of course, it's going to resist where that gold is, so don't worry, it's not covering up the gold. It won't stick to the gold. Isn't that fabulous? That's like an extra little treat. Okay, so we got that. Let me close up my Gorgeous Grape and bring in my card. So I have a piece of basic black that I'm going to layer this on, and the basic black is 3 1/4 by 4 1/2. And I'm just going to go with my glue, and I'm using the Tombow liquid glue. Less is best, so it kind of spread that puppy around. I'm going to layer that onto my black, because I just think, you know, black goes with everything, right? Let me turn this over, because you don't need to see that uglies. And then I'm going to take this and put that on top of my orange. I almost said only orange. Pumpkin pie. It's pumpkin pie. How many of you remember only orange? That was an old Stampin' Up! Color. Sometimes things come to me like that, you know? All right, and this piece is just going to get layered on top. See how simple this is? You all can do this. And this was free paper. If it's free, babe, it's for me, right? Who's with me there? All right, now I have a little bit of this gold DSP, and this is in that suite that I'm going to be focusing on, the one that I showed you in the beginning. Somebody throw the name out. It comes with the gold, I think is it crushed curry, and another color, green. So I'm going to, I know, what a demo she is. I want to punch out these little stars. Okay, let me see if I can find them now. It's 1 star, 2 star, missing one. Oh, all the way over there, is that it? There it is. Okay, 3 stars. Oh, that was a little spring in there. All right, let me bring in my hat. And I'm going to bring in these boots, because I think I want to save this one I did for another project that I, you know, just kind of came to mind. And I'm going to put my little boots on with my fancy hat. But you know what, let me use this one, because this one kind of matches more. Isn't that fun? You can make these any color you want them to be. And I'm going to use these aren't the ones, my little mini dimensionals, minis. I'm going to use the minis, because they kind of fit better in the little tight places. And especially on the legs. Let me put my legs here. Fit those. And you know, I need to put a lot of dimensionals. So if you like to attend classes, and I know I've kind of put my classes on hold for a little bit because there wasn't enough participation, but I am going to be teaching classes during the month of October up at Crestwood High School. So if you are interested in that, I will be able to let you know as soon as the flyer comes out. And I did submit my course to them. They came to me and asked me if I'd like to teach, because I've taught there before in the past. And I believe it's going to be, I have it down for Wednesdays. And if you can't attend that, no worries, because I'll probably recreate whatever it is I do there right here on Facebook for you on Thursday. All right, so there's my little legs. I love the dimension, so that's why we use these little Stampin' Dimensionals. And let me just peel those off. Boop. If you do the boop thing, kind of like boop, boop, that helps. Boop, boop, boop. I remember when you came to Rice Township. Yes, hi Mary. I didn't see you come in. Yes. Well, it's not going to be Rice Township Elementary. It's going to be up at the Crestwood High School, because that's where they do their adult education classes. But you're all welcome to come if you like. I'm hoping to get some new stampers. My business could use some new people. Not that there's anything wrong with you guys, but you know, always looking for new people to invite to the fun world of creating the paper crafts. Good for you. That's great that I asked you to teach. Oh, thanks. Yeah, well, that's not saying the class is going to happen. You know, I've been asked before in the past, and they didn't have enough participation according to what their thing is, but we'll see. We'll see. Positive energy. Oh, I stamped the little saying. I already stamped that, trick or treat. So I want to layer this over the top, and being that this is up on dimensionals, I'm just going to glue this part, but dimensionalize that way. Crestwood class is where I met you. Yes! Hello, Sue. I didn't see you sneak in either. You people are all sneaking in. I know, I'm just not paying attention. Shame on me. Yes, that's where I meet a lot of people, believe it or not. So, I will look for a nose. Oh, wonderful. Wonderful. And you know, that's a little too long. There we go. Took care of that. Okay. And then my little tiny stars, that's how we met. Yes! So many of you I've met there. Yes, that's right. You know what? I forget so many things. It's like the mind is a terrible thing to lose. But I put my Tombow glue in these little bottles because they have a nice tip on them that you can get fine lines. My little take your pick tool. I love that. Listen. I'm going to use that to stick my stars on. I think I put my finger in that glue. I did. Okay. Where's my other star? Oh, there it is. And where did I put the glue? Oh, there I did. And a little bit of glitter, because life is better with glitter. And there you go. And look how quick that was to do if I wasn't chit-chatting so much. So trick or treat, spooky and sweet, and have a happy Halloween. So super fun. I'll take pictures of everything when I'm done. All right, let me put that aside. Let me tidy up a bit, which, boop, there we go, tidied up. Blow it away. I need a little drinky poo before we move on. Okay, so you're like, all right, well, what about those other stamp sets you're talking about? Where's all that going to come in? Let me share with you something fun. Look at how cute my Halloweeners are. Are you kidding me? So, you know that hippo? Well, the hippo can be a cow. The hippo can be whatever this dude is. And look at the glasses. What did I use on there? How many of you remember this? Fine tip glue pen. If you put that on there and let it dry, it makes it look like real glasses. There's that background, okay, with those embossing folders. Now, who thinks that's Christmas? Right? That looks like they're out on the town. There's the little ballerina. She's dancing up a storm. And there's that same saying. I have nothing on the inside because I just ran out of time. So let me show ya. Let me show ya. All right. Okay, so this card. Pumpkin pie, gorgeous grape. let me know. Which shall it be? Pumpkin pie or gorgeous grape? Isn't that adorable? My goodness. That is super cute. I did find that as well from another demo. So it's not my idea. So another reason to be a demonstrator. You don't have to come up with your own ideas. Grape. We got a grape. Okay, we got one grape. I'm all about the grape. Because the other one we did pumpkin pie, so we probably should do grape. All right. Let me get in what I need. Grape, grape. Okay, grape it is. There you go. Sold. Sold to the woman in the front that says grape. Okay. So this one we did the little town. Okay. So I wanted it to look like a spooky night. So how am I going to do that is I'm going to bring in my Whisper White Craft Stampin' Pad. And you'll be like, what? Craft? And if you remember our craft pads, we had our ink pads, our classic ink pads, and then we had craft pads. So if you wanted to do, we did a lot of stuff with craft. We did shirts, we did silk scarves, we did all kind of fabric-y things, and you also can emboss with craft, but the only one that survived the whole craft escapade was Whisper White, because how else can you have a white unless you had a white that was a pigment ink, which is what this is. So pigment ink means it stays wet longer. This comes with the refill bottle. Here it is. The refill bottle comes together, and you do have to re-ink this a lot more than you have to with the other one. So you might be like, well, what does that mean, re-ink? So let me show you. When you buy our stamp pads, whether they're the pigment ink or any of the other ones, you never have to throw them out when they become dry. There's re-ink bottles, re-inkers we call them. I think that's what they're even called. I don't even know because that's what I call them. And you just have to re-ink your stamp pad. So with this one now, I'm not sure how much is left in here, but this one's a little bit different. And this one is a lot thicker ink. Let me see if I have another one close by. I don't see another one. But anyhow, you would squeeze this out. You see how that's coming out? And look at my ceiling fans blowing it. And just kind of work it into your ink pad. Your bone folder is a good thing to use if you don't want to muck that up. Use a plastic spoon, the back of a plastic spoon, to kind of get that to go down inside the ink pad. Now this ink pad's a lot different because this is smushy. See how smushy that is? Extra smushy. And the ink is going to stay extra wet. So you do not want to smush your stamp into this. You can use this for stamping, and you can throw on some embossing powder and emboss with it. All right, so that's good enough for what I'm doing. I didn't really need to do that, but I wanted to show you. All right, so I have one of my sponge daubers, and I have my, this is in case TV doesn't work out, I have one already done. I have my background, which was embossed in our Stampin' Cut Emboss machine. And I'm just going to dab in here, dab off a little bit. And I'm just going to go across. Notice how I started at the bottom in case it's kind of, you know, not so good. And just go across, and it kind of makes it like a spooky background. Ooh. But you also see what it's doing? It's picking up all those little raised images and really making them stand out. So you can do as much or as little as you want. So this up here, say there's like more clouds here, you know, you can add a little bit more there. But doesn't that just give it a fun new look? So here's one I did ahead of time. I can go in and add more to it because this one's dry already. This one is still going to go off to the side for another card. So I can just kind of add a little bit more if I like. And there you go. There's your little spooky background. Ooh. All right. I know. Kill the sound effects, Sue. All right. Okay, so here's our gorgeous grape. And I'm going to fold this. And if you don't have a bone folder, how many times I've said you need one. Because when you fold your card, it's going to be flapping open. See how this one, how it's flapping open? I didn't use my bone folder on that, but let me show you. This is like magic. Look at that. Perfectly flat. As opposed to no bone folder. There we go. Folded. Okay, so we're going to put our little background, and I have, I think I cut this down to, hold on my yuck yuck side, 5 by 3 and almost 3/4. That's how I measure. So look how fun that is. Ooh, you can add more to that if you'd like. I'm okay with that. So I'm not here boring you with cutting, coloring, and all that. Let me show you what I do. What I do is I sit back and I cut out and color. Now look at even a little mushroom house. What do you think? Should we add a mushroom house? Let me know. And what I did was, oop, I think I'm stuck to that one. There we go. I just created all these. Look at all the legs. I did a whole bunch of legs. I did the little hippo dancer. I did a bunch of hats. There's going to be something with that. That's a gnome beard. Different color beards, different color hippos, and even something else I did, and I'll show you that later. So what do you think? Gnome house? Yes or no? Yes or no? So I took the hippo, colored it in with Stampin' blends. So we're going to have a hippo, and we're going to need, where did that guy go? Where did that guy go? I lost him. Oh, here he is. Here's the one with the hat. And then we need a cow. So the cow is still the hippo, but made into a cow. And he's holding a flower. So what I did is I punched out some of the hearts that came with the hippo die. And I just covered up that flower like he's just holding some hearts. So do you guys want a mushroom house? Yes or no? What do you think? Mushroom house? And these little guys are just going to go on here. So they're like little trick-or-treaters. And this guy is kind of hidden. See, I just put the hat on top, but I'm not seeing any comments. Did I lose you guys? Let me know. Mushroom? Yes or no? All right. Okay. I'm thinking maybe no, but the mushroom was stamped and colored and cut out with the dies. I can't see. No mushroom. Okay, no mushroom. But look at this. I did a hat with the glitter paper and some of the silver paper, so you can do that. You know, you don't have to necessarily you know, stamp and cut it out. Here's one the opposite. Look how fancy those hats are. So they're just super fun. All right, so let's put these guys down, and I do have the little saying for the trick or treat, spooky and sweet. No house. Okay, gotcha. I'm just gonna put these down flat. This guy had a bit of a dimensional on. I'll just leave that there. Okay. So I put the hat on with the dimensional, but they're all going to go down on the card flat. And I'm going to put the guy in the middle, or gal. We don't quite know. Get down there. And our little cow, oh my goodness, isn't that cute? So it's a hippo, but it could be a cow. It could be many things. Could be whatever you want it to be. Could be Barney. How many of you remember Barney? We were talking about that at work. One girl that I work with, she was like, oh yeah, I was into Sesame Street. I said, yeah, my son was. And then Michelle was into Barney and Baby Bop. And I'm like, oh my gosh, that's like a blast from the past. So there's our little ballerina. She has her little Halloween tutu on. And we'll go ahead with our saying right there. So can you see why, like 2.5 nights, 3 nights, I was busy because I couldn't decide. And now for the glasses, okay? The glasses came from the hippo dies. Hippo dies, the only thing that I used was the punch from the Bewitching set, and the rest are all hippo dies. So the glasses, the little insides can come out. But I left them in because I knew I wanted to do this with the fine tip glue pen. So many of you remember fine tip glue pen. Don't shake it, you don't want bubbles. And all you want to do is just gently fill in where those glasses are. It doesn't take a whole lot. You can do this on many, many things, wherever you want that shiny look. So now when you're putting the glue tip back on, you see that little needle? That has to go in that little itty bitty hole. So put your finger there to help guide it, and in it goes. And that will protect it from drying out too soon. Okay? So can you see? Let me see if you can see. Can you see the glasses? Let me wait for the delay. Can you see the glasses? So they look a little foggy now, but when they dry, they will dry clear. They will dry like this. So I just did them last night and just set it on my table and let them dry, and oop, they will be like that. So there's our fun little trick or treat spooky and sweet, combining different stamp sets, but don't go away. We still have the gnomes. So the gnomes, my goodness, the gnomes. What more can I say about the gnomes? How many of you love gnomes? The gnomes don't have to be just for Christmas, right? So here's our gnomes. This was the hippest hippos, only available for another week and a half unless they sell out and the hippo dies. So we have different things with the hippo dice. We have the 3 hippos. Here's the hearts, flowers. There's a little boat, a little flag. This little thing here is the propeller for the boat. We have the sunglasses. There's what I used. A splash, a life preserver, some stars, some swimming goggles. There's even the little air thing for swimming. Some grass. What did I miss? Flowers. Oh, and a bucket. The bucket. And I don't know where I did with that. I will find it though. Okay, oh, the bucket. Okay, here we go. So how about this? Take that bucket, okay, and I used, let me see, is it readily available? I used a retired punch. How many of you have this retired punch? I used that, and I put that on top. I'm not sure if you could see that. Let me put that back. And I made it like a cauldron, and I stuck the legs coming out of it. Maybe you could see it better there. Took a little white gel pen and made it look like a cauldron with the legs sticking out. Okay, just saying. All right, so that's the hippos. Didn't want to forget about them. But the gnomes, I didn't use any of the stamps, but I did use the dies. So let's take a look at the dies. Okay, so here are the fun dies for the gnomes. Now, of course, here's the little house, the bottom part of the gnome, grass. This is, these are the noses. They give you 2. The little mushrooms, the top and the stems, and the little bottom part for the gnome, and of course the beard, okay? So, what did I do? Well, in my little bucket of goodies, we have, let me bring in my legs, move that over, my legs, and my hat. So here's what we're going to do. We are going to take a beard, okay, and a nose. Here we go, a nose. Can you all see where this is going to go? How many of you already got it? How many of you are already thinking, I know what she's doing? Going to bring in my silicone mat to work on. How about that? And on the bottom of the hat, in the center, I'm going to put a little bit of glue. Just like that. And I'm going to, now your nose, you can go long ways if you want a long nose. Or if you want a more gnomey nose, you go wide. So let's go wide. And we're going to put his nose there. Oh my gosh. That's a little big nose. I'm going to scooch his nose. Okay. So now here's the beard. Now if you were making this as a gnome, see that little circle there? That's where the nose goes. It kind of fits right in that little groove. And, you know, I can do that, but his beard looks so freaking long. I think I could say that. So I'm going to make it shorter. And I'm going to bring in the legs. And oh my gosh, look at it. It's a gnome. It's a gnome witch. So you can change out the legs if you want to have, you know, the different legs. I don't know if I like the blue one. Let's see what purple looks like. Let me bring in purple. Like, I have all different color beards. And I even can do, I did some really freaky things where I gave them like let's try that. I gave them a parakeet party nose. So let me bring in another hat. Look at this hat. I put all of bling on it. So I colored it and I thought, nah, but look, it's a blingy hat. Okay. What was I doing? Oh, I need a hat. Oh, I need a hat because I want to try that. I need a hat because I want to try that. Look at this one with the spider web. Oh my gosh. Let's do the spider web. I'm just looking to see what else I have in here because, you know, I got carried away. I have that hat. I like this one. Let's do that. So let's try the green nose. You tell me if you like flesh or green nosy. Flesh or green. Green is just like fun. I don't know. It's just fun. It's Halloweeny. So there is the green nose. I'm not sure if I like that one. But I could color in another hat if I wanted to. So there would be what a green nose would look like. So let's just go ahead with this one and do this. Green nose. Okay. I could do a green nose. And let's just kind of give him a little tilt. And some legs. So I kept the legs long. I added a little bit to it. Not as much as the other one with the crotch and all. But this one I did a little bit, you know, longer. Because I wanted, you know, I wanted his legs to show. And then look at that. No, wait, we're not done. We are not done. So I'm going to bring in some shades. Going to bring in his little shades. And look at that. Well, it's going to be hard to see. So it's hard to see, so I want to bring in some glue dots. The glue dots will raise it up a little bit, but not as much as dimensionals. And wait till I show you. I have a couple other ones I did. So I'm going to put glue dots. Now I did run this through with the that paper, the stick paper, but then I found that it was better. It was easier not to use because to peel that all off, and I just left the stick paper on it. Kind of gives it a little more oomph. So there he's like, I'm like ZZ Top. There we go. Look at that guy. Can you die for that? So we have to go ahead and give him some bushy glasses because he's like wearing sunglasses because he's like hip. He's a hip gnome. Okay, there we go. So I'm going to let that dry. Put my cap back on. So look how fun that is. All right. So Kathy wanted a green nose. I'm just looking to see. We could do these legs. I don't really like that hat with the green nose. That one. Let's try that one. We could add some Wink Estella onto that to make it, you know, glistening. You can make the nose long, but I like the fat, stubby nose. The stubby nose. And this one, he's like long-legged. Okay. So we are going to let's see, what color beard should this guy have? How about the sand color? No. Did I have white? Yes, I do have white. Okay, let's go white. Oh, this one's better. That one got cut off. There we go. Okay. Let's see. Yes. So Kathy will get her green nose. The green nose gnome. You put him on like that. You can make his beard as long or as short as you want. And then his big long legs. Look at that guy. Yeah. So just think how much fun you could have with this. I mean, this kind of reminds me of like papery dolls kind of thing, you know. I'm going to put that off to the side a little bit. Now you want to give him a little glitz because, you know, he's got to have glitz. I wink of Stella. Stella? Stella, have you left me? Oh my goodness, where is she? Stella's left the party, folks. Oh no, here she's hiding. So wink of Stella, our little, oh gosh, did you see that? Okay, hold on. Let me get this towel. Gotta wipe up the Stella blurb. Ooh, get away from his boots, Stella. Okay, Stella is full of energy tonight. Okay, Stella, I'm sorry. So let's give him a little blingy hat. I squeezed too much. And we can add it to his boots too. So he's going to be like all blinged out. Because hey, gnomes need glitter. Because gnomes are kind of like magical. And let's do his little boots. These boots are made for walking. But definitely elf boots. Oh yes. There is another fun night of stamping. Okay. So there you go, Kathy. Just for you. There is your green nose gnome. And what did I do with the other guy? I put him off to dry. Where did I put him? Oh yeah, I put him here. So what do you guys think? You like the green nose? Or you like the flesh nose? Totally up to you. Isn't that fun? Alright. So you want to see what I did? What else I did? I'll share with you. I will share with you. Oh, and if you wanted to make that into a card, the easy peasy thing. So if you made it into a card, this is using none of the dies, none of the punches, none of nothing. I use the alphabet. Let me get my alphabet. And I used Eek because it has all the letters, it has the numbers, it has, if you're wondering what all these things are, they're like this stamp set's for all over the world. So different parts of the world, they use different things. And I did this fun card just with the stamping. Now I used markers and I colored in the boots with the Stamparatus. So that's how we did that. The little spider hanging and then just blank on the inside, but just a little fun. Now this paper here, let me get rid of this. Because that has schmutz on it. The paper I use, oh my gosh. This is a host only paper pack. It's called Celebrate Everything. And that's where I got the DSP from, the background with the stars. So this is, if you host if you buy enough for $150, you get host benefits. You can use that money to cash in for a product. And this is host only. And it has this fun paper. It's for all occasions. Look at the fun pumpkins. And on the back are stripes. And I'll show you more of that. But it covers, this is a huge, huge pack of paper. It covers pretty much everything and anything, double-sided, from 4th of July, fireworks, fall. I'm just kind of going through this quickly. All kind of fun papers. And it's a ton of papers. There's those stars. Here's some holiday ornaments. You will have so much fun. And the thickness of this paper, look at the Christmas trees. You can color that in. You can use a blending brush. And here's some fireworks back here you can add color to, some scallops. But this is a beautiful paper pack. And look at this for Christmas with the little treats on there. So I used that for the background in this card. And I used the crushed curry because it matches fabulously. Okay, so that one's that. I know, I'm like a whirlwind here, and I apologize, but I think I've had too much tea. And let me show you more. So here's another one with the gnome, and I did his little glasses. And I used the alphabet set with that other stamp that comes in the alphabet set. I'll show you. So you have these little, you know, things that remind me of fingernails. And I did with the pumpkin pie, and then I stamped the letters and used the little punch that comes, oh dear, comes with the bundle, and it's very durable. Best label punch to punch them out. So I did a little boo, and I gave them a little glitter star there, and then the inside just a small little piece of DSP on there. I put these up on dimensionals. And then here's that other paper with the pumpkins. I colored them in with my Stampin' blends. So you saw them before, right? They were white. Grab that sheet. Okay, so they're white pumpkins, and I just colored them in with the blends. And isn't he styling? Look at him with his little stars. I put a little silver banner. Now this I didn't stamp at all. I just punched out of black. And he has the little glasses too. And then the inside. And I left a little bit of a border there. That was kind of a mistake. But, you know, mistakes happen. You make the best of them. You make something out of it. So that was that. I think that's it. And here's another little guy. He needs to have some glasses added. But if you didn't have the glue pen, you know, that's how his glasses would look without a glue pen. Okay? All right. So that is it. My goodness. I certainly had so much fun bringing all these suites of products together. I'm going to close this up. Put that there. Hat, boop, boop. There. These fun little guys. Little gnomes. Alphabet. Our hippos. This one here, just using the punch. And these little guys here. Put you there. He's still drying. And here's Kathy's little green nose guy with the long legs. That she had a great idea to use those boots for elves. Definitely going to do that. I'm excited about that. And there we go. So that's how you can take multiple stamp sets, put them together. Oop, we're kind of off the camera here now that I'm looking down. And take what you have and make it into other things. Now if you, where's my other card? I have one card I'm missing. Oh, this one here. Let's not forget this one too. But aren't they fun? Super fun. Super fun. Here's the other one. And take that hippo, make him into a cow, make him into whatever it is you want him to be. And do some fun Halloween cards too. And I know I'm cut off. I will take pictures of all of these so that you can see them in case you want to recreate them. And if anybody would like to place an order, go to stampinsuecreates.stampinup.net. This one's getting lost. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. If you'd like to join my team and take advantage of the whole planner kit, additional freebie thrown in during celebration, don't miss out on that. You could just go to my online store. There's a little link there. It says join. Click on that. Boom, bada, bing. And within whatever amount of time, you're in. And you are a part of the Sweet Bee Stampers. So, thanks, everybody. Did I miss any comments? Love the witchy green nose. Great paper pack. It is. Awesome ideas. Thank you, thank you. Both. I like Fran. Fran always is like, go for both. Love the cauldron. Yeah, so look at things differently. You know, when you get things, there's always something different you can do. Great detail on the glasses. As I look at that hat, I'm thinking you can, that's hard for me to read. You can, I can't see it with that. I'll go through all the comments later because of the white card there. It's in the way. No house. Okay, yeah, we agreed no house. No mushroom. No mushroom. Looks like fog. Yes. Love the hippos in their costumes. Wonderful. Grape, grape, grape. So adorable. Love this. And then we were talking about how I met you all through Crestwood. And keep looking for more information on that. And there's my new recruit on there, Lisa. Ho, ho. Hello, Lisa. I don't want to call her new recruit, new team member. She just joined this week. She's anxiously awaiting her kit to arrive. And you don't have to be local. Lisa's all the way down in Georgia. And I have Betty, who's here. She's in North Carolina. I have Sandy, who's out in California. I mean, you don't necessarily have to be in Wilkes-Barre or vicinity, because we keep touch online. And everybody in my team knows if they have questions on anything, they come right to me. If I don't have the answer and know it, then I go right to the boss, Stampin' Up, and they help me out, and I let you know. But it's a lot of fun, 22 years plus. And every time you get a box in the mail, it's like Christmas all over again. We also have a World Card Making Day for October. September, we're going to have those special bundles that you can get dies. And the one that comes to mind all the time is the little Happy Birthday Piggy one, which is my favorite. So we have that coming up, and there's just always something fun to be doing with Stampin' Up. And I just don't want you all to miss out on the fun that you can have, and add a little oomph to your life. And you don't have to do workshops, you don't have to do any teaching. You could just be your own little savvy shopper and save yourself money. So it's a great opportunity, and I want to welcome you all to join us. So anybody ever has any questions, reach out to me, let me know. And I'm glad you like the cards, even though it was like 2.5 days, 3 days for me to come up with these. But it was fun in doing, and I absolutely loved every minute of it. So don't forget, I will be posting about bingo. So under the bingo post, you're going to want to put your 5 numbers for bingo. And what else? Oh, and then I will be posting what you need to pre-cut if you want to come and stamp along with us in between the bingo games next week. So that would be here on Facebook, 7:00 p.m. Eastern Time. Keep watch for the information. It'll be posted shortly. I'll give you plenty of time. And till next time we meet, have a wonderful night. Until then, be safe. And I will see you all next Thursday with your bingo game on. All right, everybody. Have a good night. Bye for now.